How's it going, everyone? So, Tigress with a lottery and some bonus messages. So, let's get started with the Friends Tarot. To see which sign's going to come out in which order for this time around. So who is going to be in our number one spot? Who's our number one this time? Oh, air signs are going to play with us because they bring out the Page of Swords right away. That's too vague. I don't like to group them out like that, especially when we have everybody still needing to be picked. So we're still looking for a number one. Ooh. So our number one is going to be some fixed fire energy with Leos. So Leo is going to be the cool cat in town holding down the number one spot this time. First one's up. Thank you, Leo. So who's going to be number two? Number two. Ooh, that's a lot. So our number two, King of Wands, too vague. 10 of Pentacles, that's not too vague. That's going to be some beautiful earth energy, which I believe is Virgo. So Virgo's going to be in the number two spot this time. Whoop, whoop, go Virgo. Then we're going to have 5 of Pentacles, which is going to be some fixed earth. Fixed earth energy, which is going to be Taurus. In the number 3, then we have the High Priestess, which represents Cancer. So Cancer is going to be in the number 4 spot. So that was pretty easy. So let's see, we have Leo at number 1, Virgo at number 2, Taurus at 3, and Cancerian at 4. And coming out is the 4 of Pentacles. That's going to be our cardinal earth energy at number 5. Wow, earth signs, y'all done came out. Y'all in the front of the bus there. Air signs. This is too vague with the Knight of Swords here. We're going to need something a little bit more distinct on which one goes in the number 6 spot. Oh, here we go. So we have some cardinal air energy. And that's going to be our Libra here with the 3. Let's see if we'll focus on it. 3 of Swords. So Libra is going to be at that harmonious number 6. Alright, so who's going to be our number 7? Ace of Wands. Too vague for our fire signs. So let's see. Come on, who's number 7? Lucky number 7. Lucky number 7, Ace of Cups. Too vague when it comes to the water signs because we still have Scorpio and Pisces. Let's see. 3 of Pentacles. Ooh, we already got the earth signs out. But that's followed by the 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups, that's going to be more mutable energy. So that's going to be Pisces at that lucky number 7. Alright, who's going to be at the infinite number 8? Who's infinite number 8 this time? 3 of Cups. But we already have the cardinal energy out, which is Cancerian. We need like a 5 of Cups, a 6 of Cups, or a 7 of Cups for Scorpio to come out. Let's see, who's this? An Ace of Swords. Ooh, come on, Gemini, Aquarius. We need some a little bit more distinct. Now we have Judgment. Judgment actually represents quite a few signs, so we can't use that one. Oh, there's something interesting in the water right now. I'll tell you what, without how all these fell out. So we have the 10 of Swords here. 10 of Swords is going to be mutable air energy, which is going to be Gemini at the infinite number 8. This is interesting what's coming out. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to start interpreting it. There's definitely something in the water today. Ace of Pentacles. Get out of here, Earth signs. You already done showed out. You done already showed out. We have you already out here. Now we have some Five of Wands. It's going to be more Leo energy. We're looking 2, 3, or 4 of Wands, or we're looking for that Sagittarius 8, 9, 10 of Wands. Let's see. What else needs to come out? Who else needs to come out? 2 of Swords. 2 of Swords. That's going to be some cardinal air energy, which is Libra. Aquarius is fixed air energy. So we're still looking for Aries. We're still looking for Sagittarius. And we are still looking for Aquarius' spot this time around. And we have a Page of Wands, 2 vague between the Aries and the Sagittarius. Alright, so who's going to be in the number 9 spot? Number 9 spot. 5 of Cups. Actually, I forgot about Scorpio. Perfect timing, Scorpio. So actually, Scorpio is going to be in the number 9 spot. Excuse me. I overlooked that Scorpio needed picking too. Now we have the 6 of Swords. That's interesting. Aquarius came out right away after Scorpio. So now it's down to the 2 fire signs. Aries and Sagittarius. The Lovers. Dun dun dun. That's Gemini. That is Gemini. I think Aries and Sagittarius's interactions are kind of interesting. Here comes Justice. Here comes the Death card. Because you would think for fire signs, Aries and Sagittarius could be besties. But sometimes it doesn't always happen like that. Here we go. Aries, the Emperor is representing you with the number 11. So Sagittarius, you're going to be our last ones up at number 12. What do I mean about that? I've seen actually Sagittarius's and Aries clash. But they are both very strong-minded individuals, strong-minded frequencies. So we could be battling some strong-mindedness to get to where we want to be. Sometimes when we're too strong in our mind and we can't be flexible to seeing other things, it could definitely hold us back. So keep that in mind when we're going through our tests, trials, and lessons this time around. So this time I'm going to keep everything quite simple when it comes to these bonus messages. I'm just using the White Light Oracle as the guiding type of cards here that we're going to ask the ancestors, angels, spirit guides, as well as divine and universal energy to pass their messages through these cards. So first one's up, we'll go ahead with the fire signs. Fire signs. What needs to come out for the fire signs for their bonus message or messages? So we have number 14, Yogini of 285 hertz. It's a little bit of slowing down type of energy. I feel like taking your time, even going within. Don't fight that. That's something that you could be at odds ends when it comes to fire energy. So we like to go through and get stuff done. Sometimes trying to force an outcome, force something to work out could actually set us back a little bit. Going with the flow could definitely be the life preserver here that we wear to make it through these emotional currents that we're going to face this time around. Alright, so number 14, Yogini of 285 hertz. Changes in your life, including closing doors or missed opportunities, are not going to derail your fulfillment, fire signs. Realignments are happening based on divine wisdom and timing. You are being diverted from unnecessary obstacles and suffering. Trust in how your life path is unfolding. Stay true to your authentic healing journey because it is working whether you realize that or not. Significant inner healing is taking place. And just remember, slow and steady will win this race. And not every day on our healing journey is perfect. There are definitely times where we end up taking steps back, but it's in those steps back that we realize why we're doing what we're doing, why we don't want to give up, why we want to keep pushing forward, why we don't want to settle for where we have been. Keep that in mind and be gentle with yourself on those days that you're feeling like you're going 5-10 steps back. You know, I always say on those days, give yourself a pat on the back for trying and just recommit. Know that you can recommit to your dreams, you can recommit to your goals, you can recommit to the divine, you can recommit to yourself. All right, thank you, fire signs. Like I said, it was going to be quick, painless, and easy. So let's go ahead and go to the earth signs. Earth. What is up with these earth signs? Earth signs, what is up with y'all? Y'all wanting so much attention lately. What is going on? You know, you may feel like nobody's listening to you. You may feel like nobody sees you. And you may feel like if ever you speak up, everyone will abandon you. But I'm here to tell you with a message from the divine that, you know what, those people weren't meant to finish this race with you. They were meant to help you find a way for you to build up your resilience. If it wasn't for them, then how would you have built up your resilience? Whatever it is that you may be going through, whatever it is that you may be dealing with, whatever it is that you may feel like you chose wrong on. It all happened for a reason. It all happened so that you would start questioning things. But let's go ahead and continue. This is really neat. So we go from the fire signs number 14 to the earth signs heading into number 13. With this basket of 174 hertz. Really grounding yourself into these higher knowledges that you have. You may not really think that you have wisdom, but you really do. You just got to connect with it. You got to believe in it. You know, you got to make sure that you're connecting with yourself. So number 13, basket of 174 hertz. You've been moving so fast for so long that you are not realizing how wound up you have become. Gently unwind now to drop into a deeper, slower healing rhythm, and you will restore your body, mind, and soul. Things which seem too difficult right now shall soon seem very manageable and even pleasurable to accomplish, excuse me. So this is definitely really grounding yourself out and where you want to go, how you want to heal. What are the future goals that you are dreaming about? A lot of times people want to race from here, want to race from there, want to pack their days with so much, thinking that that's going to get everything done from them. When sometimes that feeds into what we're facing with the new moon, full moon energy this time around, how we will overwork ourselves to hide from our healing, to hide from how we feel, or to hide how we feel from others. And right now for the earth signs, it's time to slow down. It's time to stop overworking yourself in these areas where you hide yourself from yourself. And it's time to open up to healing yourself, seeing yourself, feeling yourself. It's going to take work. It's going to hurt a little lot of bit. It's going to hurt. But that's what healing is about. That's where you start to build your resilience. That's where you start to see the wisdom that you're learning, that you have learned. And you start to see that, believing in yourself is going to get you a whole lot more places instead of believing in what others are saying about you. Wow. First two up, and the message is slow down. One step at a time. All right. One dream at a time. One goal at a time. Making sure that they are realistic goals. Don't sit there and set yourself up with an unrealistic goal. All right, so let's moving on to the air. Air signs. What needs to come out for the air signs? Woo-wee. This is awesome, like one card type of messages here. All right, so we have number 19. Solve Polute of 741 hertz. I like this. Somebody's upping their vibrations, and they're doing it through the heart chakra. They're doing it through the divine connection that they have from within. So it's definitely movement is happening. It could be a lot of chaos going on. But just knowing to move through your heart when you're facing your challenges, to move through the divine energy. Again, when you're facing your challenges, that's one of the biggest things sometimes, because when we're going through a lot of emotional chaos, which is kind of happening already at the beginning of this month. You can see it when you scroll on your different timelines and stuff. Just know, moving through your heart, really filling out how you feel, really listening to that emotional being. So number 19, Solve of Polute, 741 hertz. Tune into your heart, and you will be able to find your way through the negative or toxic situation. Engage in self-healing and space clearing. Commit to regular practices that help you connect to your inner light. Your light shall not be overcome by any darkness or negativity. Take time to clean your heart and mind of negativity by focusing on the divine beings that bring you joy to your heart. It is appropriate for you to desire your own personal and sacred space and access it daily. Yeah. Things are going to get toxic. If you haven't faced the toxic environments, they're gonna put you on. They're gonna try and put you on the frying pan and see if you're gonna be their dancing chicken. But the whole thing is, you can only give them permission to be their dancing chicken. You can choose not to. And that's operating again through love, light, and compassion of the divine. Operating through your heart chakra. Instead of matching eye for eye, tooth for tooth, what are your other options? What does it hurt to just walk away? What does it hurt just to say, you know what? I love you, but I can't do this anymore. You know, I've tried, but I've seen that I've reached the maximum of what I can build here. And it's not giving up on things, it's giving yourself permission to embark in a new direction. You could still have the same goals. You could still have your same intentions, but being able to recognize that you need to go for opportunities somewhere else to reach those goals, may be something as well. Because remember, we give permission for the things that we will suffer for. We really do. That's keeping the doors open to those type of situations and stuff like that. Just know you have permission to close the door to things too. All right, so water signs, my last but never forgotten. What is it? Why am I wanting to sing for these water signs? Do the water signs need a good car ride, a good road trip where they just blast the music and they sing at the top of their lungs? Is that something the water signs like to do to help blow off some steam? That could be something. I'm noticing how my voice feels very like trembling here in this energy. Like it's really hard to talk about things, you know. I don't know if I could speak my truth here and what I'm feeling. I feel like I've been held back. I haven't been able to be myself here type of energy. What is it that needs to come out for these water signs? I'm hearing a lot of timidness here. What is going on? Patience, water signs. Patience, patience, patience is a virtue. But the patience doesn't mean that you set yourself up, well, that was interesting, to be somebody's doormat. Remember that. You're nobody's doormat. I'm hearing that there's another card that needs to come out. Here we go. All right, so we have two cards here. So the first one that pops up, you're at odds end, is number 4, and this is Anapausis. Now, my water signs, I've always told y'all in some of these stories that you have a certain attunement to the divine energy already. Some other signs have to work a little bit harder for it, but there's an attunement there that you can reach. It's just opening up to your beliefs again, opening up that, you know what, you are allowed to have a good life. You don't have to be under somebody's thumb constantly. Just know that. Something else we're not seeing and that you're at odds ends with is number 25, Thea of Venus. Talking about the things that we relate to. Talking about the things that we love as well. There's something here that you're running at odds ends with when it comes to something that you love or something that, you know, you used to resonate with. You used to be really close with at one time. So let's go ahead and read the first one. Number 4, Anapausis. Do not give up, but allow your heart to disengage from your struggles. Give yourself much needed rest. You are in a phase of recovery. If you have been off your path, you're going to come back strong. You will regain your spark of passion, inspiration, and devotion. A certain order of events needs to take place for your soul path to come to fruition. Commit yourself to your sacred journey, trusting that the right thing will happen at the right time. And I'm being highlighted to go back to the phrase that I said, that you are nobody's doormat. Just know, when you speak your truth, when you stand up for yourself, that will bring on chaos. There's no easy way to put it, because if you've been under somebody's thumb for so long and now you're trying to move out of under it, you think they're going to be happy? That somebody's thumb doesn't have to be a particular person. That somebody's thumb could be a metaphor for a generational curse, a cycle that you've been going through. It could even have to do with certain energy types that you've been dealing with, because I've mentioned how certain energies, whether good or bad or evil or dark, however you want to put it, will move through others, just like good energies, angelic energies, sovereign energies, divine energies will move through others for us. So will the other type. And this could be that type of energy that you've been under the thumb of for so long. You could be getting ready, if you want to be done with a generational curse type of thing. But it's going to take work. And it's going to take you reconnecting with the divine and strengthening that connection, understanding why you've been there, what it was that was holding you back, and being able to face that fear, face that thumb that you're under, and removing yourself from under it and not giving yourself or that thumb an option to put you back under there. That is really hard. That is really, really hard, especially when we are expressing our truths. Just know that a lot of times chaos will happen. But no matter what happens, who gets upset, who says what, life will go on. And now it's about your healing. It's about you getting to a better place. It's not about these others and how these others want to see you and how they want to feel about you, because these others aren't living your life, water signs. Remember that. So let's go to the last card here, number 25, Thea Venus. Attune yourself to a higher consciousness by choosing to access the purest frequency of love within. Acknowledge lower frequencies such as judgment, fear, doubt, or shame when they arise within you or around you, but do not give them a foothold in your heart. You're ready for higher understanding, to see things in a new and more positive light. Allow your inner knowing to guide you on a unique, beautiful, and highly spiritual life path. If you go check out that new moon, full moon interpretation, it really talks about a lot of us getting ready for an ascension. That's if we choose. But that means leaving those lower vibration, lower frequency, lower energies behind. And that means facing our fears, getting in touch with our emotional being, which is also going to help connect us into our soul being as well. Just remember, because one of the biggest things that came up for even Pisces for the last story of theirs, and even now, as I heard the word shame. Step outside the shame. That's a big thing. Step outside your mistakes. And you know what? Congratulate yourself for being able to recognize those mistakes, for being able to feel the feeling of shame and guilt around them. Now, how can you give yourself permission to interpret it, to see how you were at a certain spot in your life at that time, and what you know now you didn't know then? And now that you're looking back, it shows how much you have grown as a person. When we grow as people, that doesn't mean we punish our past selves. That's the time to really give understanding to our past selves. So let go of the shame. Everybody's human. Everybody has done things that they're guilty of, shameful of, etc., etc. And this is going to conclude it. Thank you so much for your time, your energy, and your patience. And don't forget to thank your angels, ancestors, and spirit guides for coming in and helping out with this lotto and bonus messages. And I hope y'all have a most wonderful, wonderful, wonderful rest of your day.